And now, Smiffy's Stag Do by Matthew Jones, featuring John Hawkins and Gillian Jones. Music by Tiny Temper.
I was trying to light my pipe, but had to keep one eye on the road because people were swerving recklessly out of our way. Clearly they assumed a speeding ambulance was cause for concern, but Muffy and I just wanted to get back into town before the booze ran out. Tonight was Smiffy's Stag Do, and they'd all be sozzled by now. Not wanting to miss a good tear-up, we'd started drinking several hours earlier, much to the bemusement of the moaning crash victims we'd had to patch up. Realising the time, we left some aspirin at the scene and told the wounded to just call NHS Direct if their shattered limbs still smarted in the morning. Muffy handed me the whiskey, and I gulped it down, the burning liquor causing me to splutter and hit a pedestrian. I bellowed, "Sorry!" and we sped on, the clock ticking and our phones buzzing with anxious messages from Smiffy's mates. "Hand me the pipe," said Muffy, eager to have a bang on the sweet rock I'd pinched from the junkies we'd failed to resuscitate earlier that day. Time check, I called, anxious in case we were missing Ring of Fire or beer pong. "We're cutting it fine," said Muffy. "Better get a wriggle on." I floored it and whacked on the siren. Everyone had called me a flake when I'd missed Glenn's leaving drinks because of a house fire, so there was no way I was missing this. An emergency alert came through on the radio. Apparently some muppet had jumped out of a second-storey window and blapsed up his spine. Supposedly he'd surely die without immediate medical assistance, but we had bigger fish to fry. "I'm not being funny," I said, "but he's going to have to wait. Smiffy's been good to us over the years, and we can't let him down. Not tonight." Muffy nodded sagely. "You're a good man," she said. We needn't have worried, for the party continued late into the night and Smiffy had a fantastic send-off. People were drunkenly shocking each other with defibrillators and popping prescription drugs filched from supply cupboards, and just generally letting off a bit of steam, you know. It was a tough job, and I think we're entitled to a bit of fun. The next day was funny and lazy, and nobody could be bothered to answer any calls. We just sat around drinking tea and smoking fags and telling jokes. Muffy and I got called out to collect the corpse of last night's jumper, but other than that, a pretty quiet day.